Hello, my nerd familia, and welcome back to another episode of Games y Más, the podcast where we're talking about all things board games, video games, and a little hint of pop culture. On today's episode, we are joined by Brad and Kate. Guys, I am so thankful that you guys are here. Honored to have you guys on here on our podcast. We're going to be talking about board games, getting to know them a little bit. They are the creators and hosts of Brad and Kate Board Games on TikTok and Instagram, right? You guys are on Instagram as well?
Absolutely right, yeah.
Okay, and then that's only, you guys are not on YouTube or any other social media, just mostly those two?
We do have YouTube, we've just never decided to post on it. We
Okay.
tried it, it took hours to upload.
Yeah, so we just kind of left it.
No worries. Yeah, I know YouTube can be a little bit of a hassle sometimes, especially with like longer content. Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited to have you guys on here. Very honored. I know you guys are busy with the content you guys are making, and all the awesome board game content. I love watching you guys' shorts and clips on TikTok, favoriting every single thing you guys post because I love seeing the new board games. And like I say, to all these content creators I have that are board gamers, you guys are introducing me to a bunch of board games that I've never heard of. So thank you for that. Thank you guys so much for that. With all that being said, guys, pull up a chair, grab some dice, y acompáñame a jugar. Guys, how you guys doing? How you guys doing on this Saturday evening for you guys? Morning time?
Yeah, days over.
Yeah, we're very, thank you. It's an honor to be here.
No, yeah, the honor is all mine, guys. Thank you so much. I know you guys have been posting. First of all, I want to say congratulations. You guys are at 1,200 followers on TikTok. Oh my gosh, that number is growing, and I love seeing that. I'm like, yes, seeing those numbers go up, seeing you guys just, this journey you guys have been. Congratulations, first of all. And a quick plug for you guys is if you guys are on TikTok or Instagram, give them a follow. Please give them a follow. I'll leave links to you guys' channels below on the description. And then at the end we can plug in more information for you guys. But congratulations on that. You guys are doing such an awesome job. I just can't wait to see your guys' growth and more board games. I want to see more board games and stuff like that. And I love seeing. Yeah, definitely. I love seeing the life updates too and stuff like that. That's awesome too. But before we get into the more of getting to know you, we'll do like a little pre-getting to know you. What we do is on our podcast when we get new guests, we always like to ask our icebreaker questions. I like to say famous, because I always bring it all the time. But for the three listeners out there, it's famous for you guys. No, we ask our icebreaker questions. I kind of get to know you guys, and then we'll dive deep more into that as well. But it's a two-part question. Feel free if any of these parts of the questions you can't answer, have no expertise on, we can move on from that as well. But here are the two parts. The first one is, what is your guys' favorite board game of all time? Now, as board gamers, I know that's a loaded question. That's hard to bring up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a top three. What are some top three board games you guys enjoy playing? And for those that are listening for the first time that are like, what constitutes as a board game? I'm including dice games, card games, party games, tabletop games, the whole genre. And you guys understand, when we say board games, all that. So yeah, I'm including all that. And then the part two question is, what is your guys' favorite video game of all time? A video game, if you guys are any gamers or anything like that. Again, I'll also include the top three as well. And I'm also including, not just excluding console, Xbox, PlayStation, or computer. I'm also including maybe an arcade game that you guys went as a kid that you love playing, or something like that as well. Very curious to hear you guys' answers. So with all that being said, and further ado, Brandon K, take it away with these icebreaker questions. You can answer them in any order you want. But I'm very curious. Go ahead. What do you guys got?
Have you had a think yet? Do you know what you're going for?
I think ours are going to be, well, at least the top two might be pretty similar. Okay. I think anyone who watches our videos will know that my all-time favorite, or our all-time favorite, has got to be River Valley Glassworks.
Okay, nice.
Quite a new one in terms of our collection. We've had it for a few months now, but we just love it. We take it everywhere we go. We introduce it to anyone we know. And
everyone plays it, enjoys it, and wants to play it over and over again, and they can't get enough of it, which just tells you how highly everyone and ourselves think of it.
Okay,
exactly. Okay. And then I think the other one, which I think we've got possibly joint in our list, is another new one, Takenoko. We've only played it a few times, but it's just gone straight to the top of, I think, both of our lists.
I mean, really? Who doesn't about feeding a panda? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real, exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, it also helps that I think I've won every time we played it. So
So yeah, it's my favorite. I win all the time. So definitely
Yeah.
top for me. Yeah. Okay.
And then I think my third one, which again, anyone that knows us will know, Scout. We play it
Ooh,
all the time. I'm
okay.
always asking for us to play it, even though we've got so many games that we need to play. It's just such a quick one. Again, introduce it to everyone that we know and they love it. It's just such a good game for what it is. Like, there's not a lot to it.
So, Kate, those are your guys' favorites. And Brad, anything you want to add on that for that one?
Yeah, if I had to go different, I agree. River Valley Glassworks is up there for me. But if I had to go different, I would possibly say Takedo Duo would be up there for me. Every time we play that, we love it.
Do love that one.
It's just you're going against each other, but not so much that you want to punch each other after it, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It's quite a chill game. You still feel happy even if you lose, which it struggles with.
Okay, interesting. Okay, all right, nice. I don't think I've ever heard of that one, so I'm very curious. You might have to guys send me some links on that one so I can see where I can.
It's such a
okay.
You 3 different characters and aim to get the most points in different ways. It's quite good.
Really? Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, that's very. I'm always on the prowl to add more to my collection. Behind me, that's just part of it. I have more over here on this other side that I'm too ashamed to send. So my wife was like, "Just show that." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll show that one, whatever." But okay, definitely. Okay, so interesting. Anything else, or you kind of that's pretty much it for the list of stuff?
Since I bought it, I've been a big fan of it. It's just down there, just peeking out, Fire Tower. I love this game. It's a lot more cutthroat, which some people might not like, but I love. I bought it for the first time, took it to our friend's house, and we played it all together. They killed me in about 2 minutes. I just bought the game. It ruined my experience, but I still loved it anyway.
You're like, I got this game. Oh, I lost. Okay.
You're dead.
It's also a game where if you are too nice to your opponents, it could just go on forever.
Really?
So you have to be quite cutthroat, otherwise.
And they'll stab you in the back eventually. So
yeah, exactly. You're like, I love you guys, but in this game we're enemies and we're going at it. Like I got time for friends here. I'm out here to win. No, I love those type of board games. Those are fun ones. But those, I in the last episode we were talking about like competitive games, and I said that I really enjoy competitive games, but man, I get too emotional sometimes. I get too invested in these games, and like I'll get so emotional. I'm just like,
that's me as well.
I can't believe you did that. Like I'm getting a little annoyed and ticked off, and so. I'm like, let's play a cooperative game. Let's work together, I
really know the feeling with that.
Yeah,
well,
it's just
we took it to a friend's house 2 weeks ago, and I asked them what they wanted to play first, and he said that, and I was like, "Do you really want us to go after each other right at the start?" And I'm like, why not? Fine.
Oh my goodness.
Arguments, fights, not talking to each other. No more getting. No,
oh my. Like, do you want to ruin the night right away, or do you just want to ease into it?
The night.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll definitely have to look into that one. Again, another game I haven't heard of as well. I need to check that one as well. That we can ruin friendships with. I love ruining friendships with board games. Definitely. Okay, cool. So I love your guys' selections. You guys are awesome. Those selections are S tier, great, awesome, amazing. And I forgot my notebook, so I'd be writing these games down. But I'm pretty sure we'll definitely keep in touch more, and you're gonna, yeah, write some more. But now I'm curious, do you guys have any video game preferences? Any top video games you guys enjoy playing at the moment?
We're quite secret video game players, actually.
Oh, okay.
I've got a new obsession.
Okay.
Which is a video game. It's called Taxi Life. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Taxi Life. Okay.
No, I don't think of it. Taxi Life. What is it? A driving simulator or something? Like a city driving simulator. Okay. And it's literally just you're a taxi driver and you're picking up passengers and dropping them off. But I just don't know what it is. I just love it.
Yeah.
And it's my PC, but as Kate's been loving this for the last few weeks, it's not my PC anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Hey, you know what? I'll admit these simulator games could be quite therapeutic. Just kind of relaxing, just go, and nothing too complicated. Not overstimulating the sensory with like explosions and guns, and you're just driving.
Exactly.
It's relaxing for her, but then I take over driving, and I'm beeping the horn, driving like a man. Hey, get out!
I have to get this man over here. Hurry up! I got time.
My ratings from customers were terrible, and I'm not allowed to play it again because I've ruined her ratings.
You're like, but I got you there on time. So did you die? No, you didn't. So come on.
The car might be in complete shreds, but I got you there.
Yeah, exactly, right? You're there. You made it. You said on time. I got you on time. My wheels are missing, but whatever. Okay.
That's her recent
Yeah.
obsession.
Okay.
We've been playing a lot of Fortnite recently. They've just released the new Sabrina Carpenter skin, and Kate
I'm a
obsessed
big
with
fan,
Carpenter.
so
For me, I mean, I've been a gamer for a long time. I have in the past played tons of Rocket League. I know that some people think it's very repetitive, but I was obsessed with that game for years in college and at university. So,
So Rocket League, what was that? Taxi Driver or Taxi?
Taxi Life, yeah.
Taxi Life. Okay. So that's two
and once
games.
together, we enjoy some couch play games.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the past, we played a lot of Stardew Valley. Great game.
I love Stardew Valley. Oh, that's my
So,
go-to chill, cozy game.
Minecraft.
We had the most incredible creative world in Minecraft that we're so proud of.
There you guys have it first-hand account, or maybe not first-hand account, because if you're following them, you probably heard their favorite board games on their TikToks and stuff. So you might have heard maybe their first-hand account of their favorite video games. I don't know if you guys have shared that on your two guys' TikToks, but if
We have not.
so this is the first time. Oh, I am honored. This is the first time. Let's go. There you guys have it first. You guys heard it first here. Brad and Kate's favorite video games. Go check those games out too as well. I'm very curious about that Taxi Life game. I'm going to probably end up getting it because I love simulator games. Thank you again so much for sharing those icebreaker questions. And now we're going to get into a little bit more of the meat of the podcast, which is more getting to know you guys. You guys are TikTokers, Instagrammers, sharing you guys' love for board games. And maybe a bit of some other activities, maybe your life updates about how you guys have been, how you guys been doing. I guess main question that I'd like to ask to start off is why board gaming, or how did you guys get into the board gaming hobby? First, I know you guys, when we spoke offline, you guys said you're a bit fairly newish on into the board game community. I'd love to know what got you hooked into this community in the first place. Maybe what was your gateway game that got you into this world of gaming, and your guys' creation of Brad and Kate board games. So you guys, the floor is yours. You guys feel free to share what you want to share. Don't share what you want to share. I'm very curious to hear your guys' origin stories. And so go ahead, take it away, guys.
Yeah, there's an easy answer to this. The only board game we owned for a while was Monopoly, and Kate is insane at Monopoly, and I was sick of losing, so I wanted something new.
Okay.
Yeah. So to be honest, we've only really started about 5 months ago.
With
videos officially, but our gateway game, except Monopoly, when we were looking for a new game to play instead of Monopoly, was Pandemic. So we bought that just when we first moved in together because we wanted a little board game collection so that when we had people around, we could play games with them. So that was the first one that we ever bought, and I think we rinsed it. We played it so much that
constantly,
and
introduced loads of people, and we just loved it for such a long time. And sadly, it doesn't get played much now.
No, we barely touch it now. But it's still such a great game, and we definitely need to play it again.
It's the perfect gateway game. It's probably a lot of people's gateway games, along with like Tan, which also was one of them that got us into the hobby as well.
But from there, it just kind of snowballed into what it is now.
Nice. Okay, yeah, Pandemic. I love Pandemic. Oh man, Pandemic's such a fun game. But okay, so Catan and Pandemic were some gateway games that you guys started off into. Were those maybe your guys' first buys that you guys got? Like, was Pandemic a game or is it a game that you got to try out and then you went and bought it? Or what would you say is your first gateway buy? Or if it was Pandemic, then I don't know.
Was.
Yeah,
actually.
it was, yeah.
We just saw it and thought, yeah, that looks really fun. Let's buy that without even trying it anywhere. And it was worth the buy because we got our money's worth, let's say that.
No, good. That's good. No, yeah. You played the crap out of it and got it going. Okay. Interesting. So Pandemic. And then Catan as well, as you said. I love Catan. Catan's a fun one, but that's a game that gets me mad too, because it's like one of those it's like better. You rolled a 7. You better watch where you place that robber, because we're gonna start some heated arguments here.
That's some arguments.
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely. That's a big one. So when it comes to the board game community, after you guys got Pandemic, how long was it where you guys decided, hey, let's we want to make some content out of this. We want to share our love for board gaming, our world of board gaming. So how long would you say was it before you guys decided, maybe I want to create some stuff? Was it maybe after you started buying more games and you started trying out more games, or were you guys like, no, let's go right away? Very curious to hear about that as well.
I think it was about 9-10 months after.
Yeah.
It wasn't straight away at all. I think our obsession, well, your obsession with board games just snowballed. You were constantly watching other people's videos, looking for games, and then we were like, oh, let's buy this. And then it got, so we've got a cupboard that originally we just gave one half and one shelf to board games. Now it's the entire cupboard.
Oh wow.
And that the 2 shelves you can see there.
Oh my goodness.
So it's just like insane how much it's grown. And we were like, well, we've got so many board games, and you were watching other creators, and we were like, why can't we do this? So that's just how it started.
I think we only started making content after we had around maybe 10, 15 games in our collection.
Okay.
So we played Pandemic constantly for a good possibly 3-4 months before we started looking elsewhere for some other board games. And then I think it was when we bought Patchwork, because they brought out their 10th anniversary edition. And I had a look on TikTok just to see like, oh, what the pieces look like, and I couldn't really see any content being made on it. So I thought, well, I might as well post this. So we posted 2 videos to my account before we thought, maybe we should actually do this on our own account and create a completely new one.
Yeah.
So we set up videos over there and started up.
Awesome. No, yeah, it's great. And you guys have been blowing up. You guys are popping right now. You guys are getting all these views, getting all the content. I know we mentioned a little bit about YouTube, about how it was kind of a bit of a hassle. Are you guys thinking maybe future times you'd like to do maybe longer form content? Or are you guys thinking maybe our niche is going to be TikTok and Instagram shorts, keep it sweet and simple, and then go from there? Or are you guys thinking, oh, maybe I'd like to do maybe like a full in-depth board game review or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys, maybe for future projects, what are you guys thinking about that for the channel?
I think definitely in the future it would be something we could definitely look into doing. We thought about doing YouTube when the whole ban in America was coming about, because at the time we only had TikTok, and obviously that was our main, and a lot of our audience is American. So we were like, right, how can we get this content out to the people that were viewing it, but without viewing it on TikTok? Right. So we were just going to upload, because I keep all of the videos that we make. I was just going to upload them all as shorts on YouTube, but it was just taking for hours to upload them. So we kind of just sacked that off and stuck to Instagram. But I think definitely in the future we would like to do longer, like gameplays and like reviews and like how-tos. I think that would definitely be something we'd like to do.
Created the YouTuber because we wanted to keep in touch with some friends that we'd made on TikTok. Like in the 4 months, we had great interactions with the board game community, and everyone was so kind and welcoming us to the community. We'll give a shout out to Kervin. He's been incredibly welcoming since we started. It's been brilliant. We got added to a list with a bunch of creators for when TikTok was going away to all follow each other on the other platforms to try and keep in touch, keep supporting each other's content, which was great. Me personally, I'm a big fan of Actual Lol on YouTube. His videos are brilliant. I would love to be able to do something like that, but I don't think I'm quite as talented as him creatively. But we recently did a video where we did like a challenge against each other to try and spend money within a budget to buy secondhand board games. And we sort of went away and did like first person point of views and that kind of thing. And we had a lot of fun in that. So maybe posting something like that on YouTube could be.
A longer format. Give ourselves a few days to do it rather than a minute or whatever it was.
No, definitely. No, yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the prowl for that. For whenever you guys release any more content, I'm gonna be right there subscribing to you guys. I mean, we'll exchange information on you guys' YouTube so I can subscribe, even though you guys don't have any content on there. At least I'm following so I can know whenever you guys get any updates on videos. I'd love to see you guys' longer form content. I love your short form content, but sometimes I'm like, oh, Brad and Kate, do more, do longer stuff. I want to see more. I want you guys talking more, a little bit more. Because I mean, obviously the short term content is great. It gets straight to the point and there it is. But sometimes I'm like, I want to go more in depth. I want to see you guys go a little bit more in depth. So I'm very excited for any future projects there. And then for anyone that is listening by now, haven't guessed that you guys are actually our very first international guests, as you could say.
Wow.
From across the pond. We've had the guys from Operation Game Night. Travis is in Germany, but he's American, and he's on deployment, so he's over there. So that doesn't count. That's good. You guys are natives over there. You guys are from the other side of the pond, as they would say. And yeah, you guys are very first international. So Thank you
Wow.
so much for being.
Yeah.
Thank you so
no,
much.
the honor is mine. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I got to get you guys to be able to come on the podcast. I know you guys are busy, but especially since you guys from overseas and stuff, I'm very excited. And with that being said, I want to know, how is the gaming community over there from where you guys are at?
They are great. We are in a reviewer group, so it's just UK board game reviewers, and you get put on a list and you can sign up for like new board games and they'll send it out to you to review. So a lot of our newer board games that we've reviewed have come from there. So it's just great how everyone's supporting everyone, and you go over and like other people's videos, and it's just such a good community to be in.
Yeah, and that's all on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
We only made our Instagram after the TikTok ban was happening a few
Mhm.
months ago. So
Yeah.
it's crazy that's come about so quickly, and
Yeah.
we've been like welcomed in with open arms to this community. And it's a
Mhm.
great idea.
Such a good idea.
Board game developers send their games to this group to send around and review, and it's good for them. It's good for us because we get to play new games.
No, for sure, definitely. That's awesome. And yeah, the board game community is so awesome. I love the board game community. I mean, one, it's an amazing, it's like like the best hobby ever, like to be in ever. And then like, but the community to be so welcoming, and I believe because like, I feel like there's like the board game community is huge, but it's also like very small. You know, like if that makes sense. So like we're all very connected with each other, so we all understand each other's our love of board games and stuff. And I feel like I love that community. I love it more than the video game community is cool, but they can be toxic sometimes.
Yeah, there's no
Or
toxicity in the board game community
no,
unless you enjoy Monopoly, in which case everyone will attack you for that.
oh yeah, if your number one game is Monopoly, we can't be friends. I'm sorry. Like, it's just,
Understandable.
yeah, I always like posting a lot of memes where like people think that when they're board gamers, but they own like two versions of Monopoly. They're like, I'm a board gamer. I'm like, get out of here, go away. Like
This is a while ago, but we've changed, we've reformed. It's fine.
all right. No, you guys came out of that funk and went into the world, or you guys introduced into the world.
Proper games.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you move forward. You didn't be like, oh, you know what, Catan's cool, but I like Monopoly better. I'm like, you know what?
Maybe we can try Risk. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. I heard Halo Risk is cool. We should try that. They have a Harry Potter Clue. We should try that one. Like, okay, never mind. Go away. But I do love Harry Potter Clue. Not to bash on that one. I do love Harry Potter Clue. I have that one where my wife and I are big Potter heads. We love Harry Potter. My wife's big. We've read the books. We're big it up. So all that being said. But okay, so yes, so the board game community over there is tremendous. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of content from a lot of people from the UK that are posting board game stuff. It makes me be like get a little bit of FOMO because I'm like, oh, I wish I was over there with you guys to like have the community. I mean, not to say there's a big community here, but I think even in Europe, just in general, I think the board game community is just more prominent, more bigger than it is here in America because. There's so much stuff over here that just takes over like sports and video games and life and everything else just overshadows board gaming is just this little corner that we have, and it's rare to find a board game store here than it is. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like in the UK there's board game galore over there of stores and stuff like that and stuff like that.
Yeah, there really is. Although I would actually, I would have thought that it'd been bigger over in America because, as we mentioned, we were part of that reviewer circle. Originally, we joined a Facebook group for it, and a lot of the posts on there were dedicated just for US and for reviewers on there. So I originally thought it'd be a lot bigger over there, but it's definitely growing over here. We've got a lot of conventions now. We'll be going to UK Games Expo in May.
So, board gaming, great hobby. How do you guys like? Obviously, you guys, as a couple, you guys both love board gaming, and you guys love to play board games, and that's I don't want to say it's rare, but it's a rare-ish that you guys can have partnership with each other and have the same interests and hobbies and stuff like that, which is awesome. How often do you guys feel like you get a little too competitive with each other when it comes to board gaming? Do you guys try to avoid those type of games, or you guys are like, you know what, I want to? How's the life like that with that when it comes to like competitiveness in board gaming?
I am quite competitive in that respect. We've got a few board games, like for example, we've got Seven Wonders Duel, which we've only played twice because the last time we played it, it ended in an argument, so I can't face playing that again in case.
Oh no.
It's just I feel like I get very personal, like you said earlier. I feel like every attack is a personal attack.
Yep.
Deep Sea Adventures we were playing once, and I knew I wasn't going to make it back to the ship, so I purposely collected as much treasure as possible to drown her so that she can either, and she was not happy.
That's another one we've not played since that happened because again I can't.
Yeah, like you say, it's rare for a couple to have the same hobby, and even with board games, there's such a wide variety. It's rare for it to like the same games. Like I know friends at work who both of the couple are both into board games, but they're into completely different board games. So for us to like the same ones and love the same ones, it's very rare and it's pretty good.
No, good, and I love that. I love seeing that. Like, it's great. It warms my heart when I see like couples playing board games and loving board games, and that's why you can show it. You guys are passionate about it. You guys show it on your guys' TikTok as well with shorts. I mean, I just love seeing your guys' content. Like I said, it's fun. It always puts a smile on my face every time I see a new short from you guys and you guys' updates and stuff like that. When you guys, so let's say like go from like the very beginning of before, maybe when you guys were dating and you guys started dating. Brad, were you already into board gaming? Okay, were you already into board gaming when you guys first, or did you guys felt like you guys got into board gaming like at the same time, or how did that begin? How did that origin begin of gaming?
Well, I mean, I always enjoyed board gaming in the respect of like a family games night. Like, would get out. I hate to bring it up again, Monopoly. Or like those kind of games. But in terms of like this, I think it was together really.
Yeah. Only like in the last sort of year or two when we've been together have we started to amass this collection behind us.
Yeah, since living together really, it's just that's that, yeah.
And we live in a one-bed flat as well, so we don't have that much space for more board games.
I know, right? You're like, it's getting a little cramped in here. It's getting a little cramped in here with some board games.
We've been talking about getting a new shelf to put somewhere, but I don't know where we'd fit a new shelf in here.
Oh my goodness! Might have to get like a storage unit or something to start putting all these games.
That's right, yeah.
But okay, so yeah, so that's awesome that you guys got into board gaming at the same time. We could get maybe I'd like to go maybe more detailed with board gaming here. Now we can talk a little some aspects. I think. What would you guys prefer? You guys' genre of gaming? Do you guys prefer maybe Euro type games, or are you guys maybe more into Ameritrash games, or are you guys more into just kind of casual kind of games? I know a lot of your guys' contents are. I've seen a little bit on the not the heavier ended aspect of board gaming. Like your Twilight Imperiums or your Scythe or like those heavier games. You guys are a little bit more softer end. Do you guys gravitate more towards like like maybe the Scouts or like the summer easier games?
Cozy games mostly. A nice cozy game, easy to play. I think we recently answered some questions for our board game reviewer circle recently, and if it was on a scale of 1 to 5, for like 1 being not heavy at all and 5 being the heaviest, probably like a 2, with a little bit of something to it, but quite chilled out.
I think really the heaviest game we've got in terms of like longevity is Sleeping Gods, which you can kind of see a little bit on that shelf. But again, because it's such a big game, you really have to block out a chunk of your day. And obviously, we've both got full-time jobs, so it's just finding a time to get to those games. Whereas like shorter, softer games, like between like 15 minutes to an hour, you can just whip out really whenever.
Yeah, I love Sleeping Gods, but it's a real commitment to get it out because it's not worth playing for 2 hours. You'd have to commit to around a 4-hour play, which when you've got things to do, like Kate's family don't live in Leeds, so we travel down to see them on weekends and things like that. So a quick game on the go is pretty much perfect for us. So we can't have that on a train or anything like that.
Yeah, let's play Sleeping Gods real quick while we're on this journey. By the time you're done setting up, you're already made to your area.
Yeah.
No, I love Sleeping Gods. Sleeping Gods is such a great, phenomenal story-based game. But you're right. Like, it's a commitment. Like, I think I've started playing it with some of my friends, and it's just a commitment to get them together to like play, and set up. Yeah. And I think right now, if we were to play it again, I have to reread the rules because I literally forgot everything about it. I forgot what we were doing.
As well.
We haven't played it in a couple of months, and. Like as I said, we live in a 1-bed flat. Our table isn't that big, so we have to pull up a coffee table and put some pieces on the floor to try and get it all in. It's pretty difficult to get a play out of it, just because of the space it takes up.
No, for sure. And with your guys' lifestyle, yeah, it makes more sense to have medium, easy, cozy games to have and to play. Nothing wrong with heavy-ended games. They're awesome. They're amazing. I own a lot of them. I own too much of them. But I love me some cozy games, some fun, quick games that you can enjoy on the go. And those are the games that a lot of, maybe some of your friends that aren't avid board gamers that are great, connection pieces, great gateway games to start, and then maybe introduce them to maybe heavier into games and stuff like that. Um, would you say that maybe in the future you'd like to get more invested into heavy-ended games? Maybe obviously if the space allows it. Or is there maybe a heavy-ended game-ish that you guys have your eyeball on that maybe in the future you'd love to enjoy? Is there something that's caught your eye maybe that's heavier-ended game that you guys eventually maybe it's on the wish list for you guys? Curious to hear about
Ooh,
that.
not right now, I don't think. No, we don't particularly look for heavy games. I've seen a few in the past that I thought, oh, I would love that, but I just know that we not really get a chance to play it. And then
Hmm.
a lot of the time, those heavier games are often towards £100, in which case you could buy 2, 3 smaller games that you play more often, and that's how we kind of do it a lot of the time.
No,
Yeah,
for
one
sure.
I've wanted for a while, which I don't think it's as heavy as Sleeping Gods really, but it is still quite a big game. Spirit Island.
It's quite an expensive one too.
Ooh.
That's the only reason really why we've not bought it, because that you've wanted that for
Ages, so
ages. Like I
long.
think that's your most wanted game, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's just like I think definitely in the future, like if we were to move out of here into somewhere else slightly bigger, definitely get a few more of those in our collection because we don't like Gods is the only one really.
I'm a heavy preacher on Spirit Island. It's a fun game. It's literally climbed the ranks for me as well. Whenever my friend brings it over, I love playing it. He sold me on it. Very definitely a hard game. It's a long game, but honestly, like anytime I get to play and set it up, I think it's worth the time, worth the buy for sure. The money. Usually, yeah. Again, if it's a game that's like that game is a little bit on the heavier side of spending, a little bit on price wise, and I don't really like to condone spending over certain amount of money on board games. But this is one where I would probably save up for and try to reach out and then be like, I'm set for like a good year if I'm buying extra games. This will be my game for a while. So yeah, usually if it's like a game where it's like in the hundreds or 200s, I'm just like, ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. Find a friend that has it and probably play it because
Yeah.
don't
See,
own it. Don't.
we are that friend.
Yeah, we're the friends with board games,
Yeah.
but we've got other people into it, so you never know. Maybe they'll pick it up one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And then they might grow the collection, and you have a communal library of people, of board gamers that you can borrow games from. And that the friend that owns Spirit Island has a big collection too, and he always emphasizes like, he'll bring a game over. I'm like, oh, I want to buy this game now, and he's like, no, don't buy it, just borrow for me. Like you'll borrow a game, I'll borrow a game. We just share this little community that we've built of borrowing each other's games because now we can try out games, play it. He's like, you can borrow it as long as you want, play it as long as you want, just don't go spending the money on it that I did, So it's like, all right. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So shout out to you, Eric. Eric, you're awesome. I love you, man. You're one of the first friends that I met that was big into board gaming. That he helped me get into the involved into the board game community and loving board games. So shout out to you, my man. You're awesome. And shout out to you, bro.
Help us
I
borrow
know.
a board.
Yeah. So if anyone's listening that's out there in the UK that has a bunch of games, hit up Brad and Kate because send them your way because they need more community, they need more game borrowing, more trying out, so like that and stuff. Or if there's any board game shops out there that listen, send them their info. So I'm pretty sure they'd love to have you and be like, try out these games, stuff like that. But as we're gonna end up rounding off the podcast here, don't want to hold you guys up too much more of your time. I know it's evening time. You guys want to wind down and maybe play a board game. Who knows? After this, any future projects? Anything? What's in store for the future for Brad and Kate here? Obviously, growing the TikTok account as well. But anything you guys want to share? That any projects you guys are proud of to be in the future wise, or anything else that you guys like to plug in? It's all yours, guys. What do you guys got for us?
Well, I think our big one coming up is board game convention in May.
Yeah, we'll be there. So if anyone else is going to the UK Games Expo in May, send us a message and we can meet up, play some games, have a good time.
Yeah, we're excited to meet everyone, get good content. It'll be our first ever expo as well, so just excited to see what it's all about, really, and see what games there are. Definitely, probably spend a bit too much money.
Yeah, it happens.
For that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you go.
No, you go.
Well, in terms of our content, we'll keep putting out some more reviews. We've been a part of that circle that I mentioned for about a month now. We've been really enjoying trying out all the games. So trying out some more new games, getting to play them, seeing if we love them, putting out our thoughts about them, that kind of content, and more about us, really, sort of our lives, what we get up. Because I realise that we've never really said to our people that watch what we do, like our age. They basically just know our name and that we play board games. So maybe it's more about our jobs, our age.
Yeah, just growing our channel really into what it could be. I think we're just both excited to see what will come of it, and just we're having fun making the videos and obviously meeting people, and just keep it going, really.
Yeah, and it's a great hobby. Since we've been in the hobby, we've played with our families who always requests different games that they've loved from playing with us in the past, and it's just introducing more people to board games and documenting that on our channel. So
awesome. No, I love that. Yeah, I love seeing that. And like I said, I want to be like you. Like I'm your biggest supporter, guys. Like I love watching you guys. I'm your hype man over here from the other side of America. I love seeing you guys. Like I said, your guys' growth on TikTok. Your guys' your content you put out. So very, it's passionate. I love your guys' passion and your love for board games, and it shows. And I think you guys are very real. The authenticity. I can't speak. Of your guys' content. Original, very passionate. I think that's why you guys are growing so well, because people want to see that. They don't want to see, very, just mush, stuff, whatever. Here's a board game, whatever. Like you guys are passionate about it. And you guys' passion shows, and I enjoy seeing that. I'm a big supporter of that. I'm a big advocate on if you're very passionate about something, it's going to show in your guys' content. And, if you guys are just doing this just because you want to get, views and clout and, whatever, it's going to show that you guys are just doing it for the fame. But you guys are just doing it for the love of board games. I love seeing new board gamers. I get so happy when I meet new board gamers and stuff like that and talk about board games. You see, this isn't the end of our chat. We're going to be in contact much more. I want to have you guys more on podcasts. But this one was more of a get to know you guys. Next podcast episode with you guys, I want to talk more board games, more in depth. Maybe do some cool little roundtable with other creators that we can talk about some stuff. Maybe even do I like to live stream a lot on Twitch. Maybe we could do a live stream board game session with you guys. The options are endless. That I love to have you guys on as well. Get your guys' take, a fresh take on games, as new board games as well. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining here on the podcast. I'm very humbled that you guys agreed. I'm very happy you guys responded back to my message. I'm like, yes, they responded back. Because
so much.
Thank you so much.
It's been really fun. We were a bit nervous naturally, but
first podcast.
No, I'm glad I got to be you guys' first podcast. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be on so many more, and I can't wait to see you guys be on many more podcasts, many more content. No need to be nervous. I'm just a regular dude that just loves playing board games.
Yeah, it's been great. And within the first 5 minutes, we felt comfortable and just having a nice chat about board games. What can go wrong?
There you go. Exactly. There you go. I love striving for that. I love giving
about Monopoly 3 times. That might have gone wrong.
I'm like, she's talking about Monopoly again. Oh my goodness. Okay.
3 times in 15 minutes.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. And Monopoly is great, but just guys that play only Monopoly, there's more games out there that you guys can enjoy.
We've moved on.
Yeah, exactly. So and that's a perfect example. Anyone that's listening, take Brad and Kate's example of how they started Monopoly and moved on forward and got into this world. So if they can do it, you can do it too. So they can get into the genre. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for chatting with us, getting to know you. Hopefully our viewers or listeners got enjoyment out of this. My cat is meowing because she wants me to pet her, but I'm not going to pet her. But I'm very thankful and very honored you guys got to be on here. Anyone that stuck around and listened to us so far, just babbling about board games, I hope you guys enjoy this. Let us know if you're also a new board gamer. What's your guys' gateway game that you got into? What's something that introduced you to the world of board games? Who introduced you to the world of board games? I'm very curious. I love to hear stories. It's one of the main reasons why I do this podcast. I just want to hear stories. I just want to hear your guys' stories. I want to hear people. I just love talking to people. I just love listening to you guys' stories. Even if it's not board games, I just love listening to you guys' stories. It just brings joy to me to hear all these different stories from different people, parts of the world, different parts of walks of life. I just love it and stuff like that. But I love board games, so what better way to incorporate that in board gaming and stuff like that? It was such an honor to talk to you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And guys, with all that being said, nos vemos a la próxima.